Traditionally, only plant physiologists have been interested in the science behind water movement in plants, also known as sap flow. But today, how water moves and the total amount of water used is of interest to horticulturalists, hydrologists, engineers, urban tree managers, and even miners. In this video, I will outline the importance of sap flow, and I'll even discuss some interesting applications from around the world. For a plant physiologist, there has been much interest in sap flow, including house tomato control transpiration, drought survival, whole plant hydraulic conductance and water storage capabilities, and mapping of three-dimensional water flow. Sap flow instruments manufactured by ICT International have been at the forefront of new technology which has discovered completely novel patterns of water movement in plants. This advanced technology has shown that water can move upwards, sideways, and downwards in a plant. Known as hydraulic redistribution, this observation has been demonstrated in numerous studies right across the world. For example, a study by Nadzadina and others in the Czech Republic irrigated the southern side of a 53-year-old Douglas fir tree. The sap flow was monitored, and the water was found to have moved up the stem, across to the northern side, back down the stem to the roots on the north side where the soil was dry. In horticulture, knowing about hydraulic redistribution has led to more efficient irrigation techniques such as drip irrigation. In fact, sap flow is extensively used in horticulture for a number of purposes. These include irrigation monitoring, the selection of rootstocks or species for water use efficiency, monitoring the health of cut flowers such as roses, and monitoring the health of trees as they are transplanted from one location to another. Sap flow is also measured in biological control studies. For example, the application of herbicides is optimal at certain times for different species. Monitoring sap flow and applying herbicide correctly leads to a more efficient control of weeds. A study by scientists at ICT International found that infestations of a fungus gall on an Australian acacia tree parasitise 4.63% of total tree water use. Such knowledge can be used in biological control efforts, where Australian acacias have become a significant weed in many areas of South Africa. On a larger scale, sap flow can be used to estimate the water use of entire forests, a particularly important measurement around water catchments. Tree water use can also have an impact on groundwater. As an illustration, in order to negate the effects of salinity, the Kamaruka project in southeastern Australia used trees to lower the groundwater. A number of salt-tolerant eucalyptus trees were planted and the water use monitored. Over subsequent years, as trees grew larger and used more water, there was a direct correlation between a drop in groundwater and total tree water use. Engineers are also interested in sap flow. For example, trees can dry out the soil around structures and can have a significant impact on buildings, roads, and railways. During construction projects, roots and branches of heritage trees may need to be removed. Monitoring sap flow before and after these operations informs us on the overall health of the tree. In recent years, the mining and waste industries have increasingly measured plant water use. Various mines in desert regions of South America, for example, use trees as an efficient means of disposing water. A forest is planted in the desert and is irrigated with water from the mining operations. The trees then transpire this water into the atmosphere. This way, a significant amount of water is managed efficiently, as well as avoiding possible pollution of rivers and oceans. These are only a few examples, and as you can see, sap flow is no longer just to the interest of scientists. For more information and case studies, please visit the ICT International website.